The case in Georgia is really getting serious. There's 21 other people that are being recommended charges. Lindsey Graham is included. I wonder how he feels about that.
Stunning report out today about the election interference case down in Georgia that led to the indictment of former President Donald Trump, as well as 18 others.
Yeah, here is the key takeaway. A special grand jury recommended charges against 21 other people, and one of the most notable, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. MSNBC anchor Katie Fang following it all for us. Katie, great to have you today. So who are some of the other notable names in this long list, and could they be indicted now? Why haven't they been charged?
So some of them are definitely still within the crosshairs of possible criminal trouble, but some of the notable names: sitting United States Senator Lindsey Graham, former United States Senators David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler, and we can't leave out Michael Flynn, as well as Cleta Mitchell, Lynn Wood, and the sitting Lieutenant Governor of Georgia, Burt Jones. I mean, you know, these names are particularly prominent because they're politicians. And that is, I think, part of the analysis here. Why were politicians involved with Donald Trump? Why were lawyers also involved trying to help Donald Trump overturn the election results of the 2020 presidential election? And so this.
It's because they're wannabe fascists and they thought they had an opportunity to try to make the United States a dictatorship, and they took it.
Special grand jury was particularly eye-popping this morning. And if I'm those particular individuals, I'm still a little bit nervous.
And Katie, I mean, Trump claims that he's the victim of political persecution. In fact, on Truth Social, he posted saying that it looked like they were going after anyone who happened to be breathing. Does it seem like a Fulton County DA sort of that she drew the line here by deciding not to go after his political allies?
Yeah, so great question. Let's be explicitly clear. The special grand jury sat independent of anything that had to do with the DA, Fani Willis. That second grand jury that brought the ultimate indictment that's being prosecuted right now, that's a totally different group of people, and that also had nothing to do with DA Fani Willis. That was a jury of these defendants' peers that took the evidence and made these decisions. But, you know, there's a lot of legal maneuvering that went on. You guys may remember that a few months ago, Lindsey Graham went to court to be able to fight having to testify before any grand jury concerning what was going on in Georgia. And there's certain protections that are afforded or baked into certain politicians like Lindsey Graham, the speech and debate clause, this idea that they're allowed to make certain statements, make certain speeches, and they're protected in terms of that conduct. And so I think Fani Willis said, I have this evidence. I'm going to pursue the strongest evidence. If you look at the special grand jury report itself, it shows the number of votes in support or against actually bringing criminal charges. And I think that might have been a part of the calculus for DA Fani Willis when it came to her decision to pursue charges against certain defendants that ultimately were returned by that second grand jury.